snake pit. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, catching up with the Rebels head coach, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Rebels offense who will have the football first. And the old saying is that a tight end is a quarterback's best friend. And, David, if that's the case, these two couldn't be. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Got the first down. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Back to throw, it's Chambliss. Comes down, it's Haas. Still running at the 40. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Rebels peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And it was amazing to watch Kejuan Lacey take off last year. Like, he was at Missouri the year before, and you're kind of like, he's not that great of a player. All of a sudden, goes to Ole Miss, and you see the speeds, the long stride, the playmaking ability. This was an offense at Ole Miss that was built around him a year ago, and he's back, and I expect him to be fed and fed well.
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it down the field. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Rebels. Quick give. It's Lacey. There he goes. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they handed off to him here on the 2nd drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. We really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. Running through contact. Inside the 30. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Drops back on first down. He uncorks one deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he got away from it. They're going back to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Knocked down, but not before. Down. Covering the fumble. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Hits the hole. It's Lacey. At midfield, he's got room. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Play action on first down. Moves to his right. Right side, it's Cunningham. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Gets inside, it's Lacey. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. He's now up to 77 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Trying the run, it's Lacey. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Touchdown, Rebels. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively, you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive. Someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time, nobody on defense had the answer.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Looking downfield, it's Carter. Out wide right, it's Spence. Rams him with the stiff arm. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, 2nd and 3rd and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch. and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards.
You can count on one hand how many kickers in college football today can make that kick. That guy's one of them.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Changing the routes with his receivers. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Looking down the middle. Right side, it's Haas. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Lacy. Pass to 6. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Rebels. Once he got some room, it was over.
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right. This defense has had absolutely no answer so far, giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines. Get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Straight ahead, it's Alexander. Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Carter. Left side, it's Spence. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Commodores send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Rebels come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wants to throw one first. Fires to the right. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Got it in the middle with Sherrill. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half. It is a first down. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Pulls it in. It's Dixon. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. It's Carter. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Alexander. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the number 13 team, the Virginia Cavaliers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Sherrill. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
The Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Carter. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Out wide right, it's Spence. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. Looks it in. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where set up shop. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. That holding call backs him up 10. It's now 1st and 20. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Sets his feet. It's Chambliss. They're all over him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Kick is in the air. On the return. Quick step and go. Can they catch it? Touchdown, Commodores. Special teams proving to be special.
Well, they needed a momentum-shifting play. Playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Pollock, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. This time they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Miller. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He is in. Touchdown, Rebels.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Selling the fake. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Back to pass, it's Carter. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Great place to start for this offense. Off play action on 1st down. Still looking to his right. He'll get rid of it. On target over the middle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Drops back on 1st down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. He wants to throw it. Looking for the score. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make a connection.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him because they're locked in on that star out wide.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. The run inside. It's Alexander. Drop immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll ride him again. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Commodores line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. That 4th down penalty feels as if it is really going to be costly, but we're about to find out now. It's 1st and 10. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Holds on, it's Spence. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Makes the grab. It's Thomas. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Carter. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped on 4th down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Keeps it on the ground. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. 2nd down to the air. In traffic, it's Lacy. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. Got room on the return. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Left side is Spence. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Takes the handoff. It's Young. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. To the air, it's Carter. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Leaping grab for a big gain. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And that is exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Out wide left, it's Miller. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. At the 45, on his way. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. And the Rebels have their offense in high gear. They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. After run, now throw. Touchdown, Rebels! He got it, feet down in bounds. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And he misses it again. That's 3 in this game. Bringing it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because
throws it deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
the defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Brown. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Commodores come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Takes a handoff. It's Young.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Back to throw. It's Carter. He's going to let it go. He's got it right down the field. Touchdown, Vandy. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use the timeout trying to get the football back. They give it to him again. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, listen, you can't...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
and giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got a man in the middle. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Needs it here on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll send the back in motion. Sets his feet. It's Chambliss. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Firing for the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. And the pummeling has started. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. They get to him as he throws.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. They're down to the 20. 1st and 10. He's changing the play. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might... And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And he makes the extra point. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense,